Welcome to the final webisode in this series about Carl Liepold and his trick airplane. Carl replaced his big and bulky vintage instruments within the plane with new technology powered by PSOC.
The PSOC is used in the Dynon DEK 180, and so it keeps track of measuring the gyroscopes for rate of turn, the accelerometers for measuring the G's in each one of the directions to update this picture. So it's what measures the RPM, the manifold pressure, the oil temperature, all the cylinder head temperatures, the fuel flow rate. It does all that stuff. So these are cool little chips, and it's nice to have one in my plane.
All these functions are being performed by the first generation PSOC. 3 are being used, and if we use more advanced PSOCs, we can reduce it to 2 or even 1. This is to give you an idea of how small the whole PCB is that performs all these functions. The whole unit is 3.5 by 1.5 inches wide. PSOC actually interfaces with the sensor, like say it measures the temperature sensor and then provides the data to the pilot. So the pilot can either take actions based on it, or the flight can send control signals to say it's too dangerous to fly.
I love taking off. I love taking off steep with the smoke on. This thing flies like a bat out of Phoenix. It just climbs so fast, like 4,000 feet a minute. For a propeller-driven plane, that's pretty amazing, right? If you want to learn to do aerobatics, first of all, go to a school. They'll start off with some gentle maneuvers. One of them's the loop. So we're flying along, you have to be going fast enough, and then you just start by pulling back on the stick, which raises the elevator, which makes the tail go down and the nose goes up. And now you're going to come up to the top, right over the top, and at the top now you're going to back off on the pressure and let it keep on coming around a nice round loop. One that I really like is called the hammerhead. We go straight up, and then you may do something like some rolls on the way up, just for fun and games, then get to the top. And then when the plane is not going up anymore, then we kick the rudder and have it flip over and then come back down and do a few more rolls, right, and then come back out again. And a lot of this stuff actually came from the World War I aces, fighter pilots, right? Those things that were invented for dogfights, for maneuvers. And Immelman, basically, you're flying along and you go a half a loop up and then roll over and you've just made a U-turn. So if somebody's following you, you want to get away, just do a half loop up, U-turn, and you're out the other way. The ones I love where I'm doing the wave in the plane, basically saying, "Hi kids," young and old. And then one of the last maneuvers that I do at the end of my show is called a tumble. I get a bunch of speed up, go up to the 45, and then take the plane and basically work on flipping it end for end. So those are some aerobatic maneuvers that I like to do, and they're a lot of fun. Don't try them at home. Oh, and I always wear a parachute. Airplanes are generally very unforgiving. They let you make one mistake, and it's your last.
Join us every week on Cypress Tech Spotlight for more stories on how Cypress Semiconductor is changing your world.